It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday night primetime.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Enough build up, the ball is teed up, and we are ready to go. And we're underway from Kansas City. Darius Davis to return it. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the fifth-year pro who can really fill up a stat sheet, Justin Herbert.
Hey, let's be honest. The only reason the Chargers drafted in the top 5 was because Justin Herbert wasn't available all season long. An injury cut short his year, but it really didn't cut short his production while he was playing. Still over 3,000 yards and 20 touchdowns. Kid, I can tell you, this is one guy that I love. I mean, I love to watch throw a football.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Right to the air is Herbert. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That's a catch for Hayden Hurst. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And he's brought down for a loss. Now one of the Chiefs in some pain out there, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's helped by the trainers. Offense to the line for 2nd down. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. He's contained at the line for no gain. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He has the first over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. Herbert from the gun. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Putting the tight end in motion. From the 21. Gets this to McConkey. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Going for the first with Dobbins. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. J.K. Dobbins with the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Nicole Hardman now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. Leading them out is fresh off a 3rd Super Bowl title. The standard for quarterback excellence today, Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Mahomes on 1st and 10. On target to Worthy. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Another carry for him. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They're set up at the 35 now. They've got a man in motion. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He's still going at the 30. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. The tight end going in motion right. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. That one complete to Hopkins. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Again, Mahomes to throw. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So now they have 3rd and short.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City! Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game remains to be seen, Brock, but no doubt about it on that opening drive. He was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, Kate, I think it's twofold. Number one, this guy, you just know, you want to get that engine started because when it revs hot, big things happen for this offense. Number two, you felt like there were people there you could pick on defensively. And this defense better find some answers for this playmaker.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs start off well to tie things 7-7. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Couldn't make the connection, was looking for Ladd McConkey. So it'll be 2nd down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, Herbert. On target to Dobbins. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a quarterback on there, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys got a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Cut by Hunt. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. That pass is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st down throw, Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 35 out of that one. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. It's complete to Hopkins. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They send the tight end in motion. Another throw for Mahomes. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing again, Mahomes. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. We'll score. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs break the tie here in the 1st. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
An extra point attempt coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. On return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. We'll run the counter with Dobbins. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate. Right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That's complete to Dobbins. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Nicole Hardman on the Chiefs' return. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be their football. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Into traffic, complete. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
To the left and reeled in by Hopkins. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route complete. And he reaches the 30 before going out of bounds. They gain 14 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying again, following the sack. Hauled in by Worthy. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
They'll set up here for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Play action now for Herbert. Has it downfield, working the left. And they bring him down around the 34. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. Room to run inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
going to the ground again on first. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. 21-7 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Chargers ball as we get back for the second, and they are thinking points. Herbert tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. And no look on his first look of the game, so they're left facing 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Herbert back to throw. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Chargers making a 1-score game in the first half. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Chargers 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. His return starts at the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Big shot to begin the drive. Has him up beyond the 40. First down, and they go right back to him. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Stopped by Deion Henley. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled, well, for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He's on the move. Oh, he's gonna run for it! Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now Herbert to throw. Completed to Hurst. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Herbert on 1st down. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Herbert. Hauled in by Dobbins. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. You are not going to see a better punt than that. He picked the perfect angle, and it flies out of bounds at the 1. No chance at a return. The Chiefs headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From his end zone, it's Mahomes. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. He's foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Stopped by Deion Henley.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. They give it to him again. Gets him the 1st, past the 15. Reaches the 35. And he gets it forward all the way to the 44. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Hey, forget about it. Forget first down. For a moment, they were thinking touchdown on that play. What a time to deliver a breakaway run. And that puts a ton of momentum on their side for the next snap.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Worthy. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
Finds him over the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Putting a receiver in motion. 2nd and 1. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Able to find Smith-Schuster here. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 13-point lead. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 27. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he gets him around 6 there. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
In Kansas City, going to the dive look on third down. We've got 6 DBs out there. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. First down, ball at the 36. Running it again with Dobbins. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on 3rd down. To the air this time. Herbert on target to Dobbins. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Running left, it's Dobbins. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Herbert. DJ Chark there for the catch. This is ahead for about 5. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Finding Hurst. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10. Here's Herbert. And oh, he drops it. He had all the space in the world. Brock, he got behind the defense, and he just looked away before he brought it in. A big missed opportunity. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. Now Herbert again. That's complete to Dobbins. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
It's Herbert once more. This ball's cut by Palmer. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Brown's kick is up and good. And that'll get him back to 11.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He cuts it to the right sideline. They get 28 out of that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Back to the well again. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 41. This one finds Kelsey. And they bring him down around the 34.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the 1st. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he goes down, so they're set up with a nice 1st and goal as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Working inside the red zone. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can and certainly was effective.
Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs push their lead to 18. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chargers are getting the ball back as J.K. Dobbins runs out there. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Finds McConkey. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Chargers will have a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Throwing on first is Herbert. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Woo, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Herbert from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. Just gets the 1st and more. Keeps himself upright. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers chop some of the lead off before the half. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers make it an 11-point ball game.
Chargers 24.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Chiefs returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's throwing deep to the left side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 3rd and just 2 to go. They go play action. It's Mahomes. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Chargers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out, that's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Now Herbert to throw. Got a man. Palmer has it. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun here. This finds Shark complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers parlay the interception into points. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers cut the lead down to 4.
Chargers 31.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Christian Fulton, the one to bring him down. So that brings us to halftime here in KC. It's the Chiefs who've got the advantage heading into the locker rooms. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. He stopped on the return at the 27. The home teams ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
First down throw, Mahomes. He gets this one to Smith-Schuster. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Mahomes. He finds Kelsey running the slant. And he's taken down at the 30. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Tight end going in motion here. 2nd and 10 now. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Stopped by Deion Henley.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Throwing again, Mahomes. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. To throw, Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They got 24 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Herbert now. Catch made by Chark. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Herbert to throw once more. Has it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
It's Herbert once more. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers start the 2nd half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers tie this game up. sticker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Hardman with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion left. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Hopkins on the slant. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Every offense I've ever seen from Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it was textbook.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one's incomplete over the middle.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Back to the air, Mahomes. That's brought in by Hunt. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Again, Mahomes to throw. On target to Worthy. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Another throw for Mahomes. That one complete to Hopkins. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. He'll throw it yet again. This one's caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught near the pylon. And this is down all the way to the 3.
Now here's a spot where the timing's got to be absolutely perfect, Kate, between the quarterback and the receiver. That throw is made before that receiver's ever thinking of coming out of his cut. Too early, it's incomplete. Too late, and it's headed the other way.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 2 brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Back to throw it. Chased out to his right. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Chiefs take a 3rd quarter lead. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. His 5th total score of this ball game. Well, Brock, not the way I imagined it was designed there on 4th and goal, but I don't think these coaches cared how he got the job done. Just make sure you get in for 6.
Yeah, really just 2 options here as the game speeds up down there, right? Find a throwing lane and execute quickly, or you better escape and make it happen with your legs. He didn't get the throwing lane, the coverage he wanted. It's a great decision. You cannot hesitate. You got to go for it, and he sure did, and use that athleticism for 6.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Hauled in by Dobbins. He's got a gain of 6 there. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
3rd down run by Dobbins. Has the 1st and more past midfield. And he works this down to the 41. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. But come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch too.
1st and 10 from the 41. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Dobbins gets it off the option. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He's got it inside the 10. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Dobbins.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Herbert from the gun. On the move, headed right. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here. Brown's kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Hardman with a return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's Mahomes. That's Worthy running the slant. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. 16 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing is Mahomes. Fires right away, but incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
This, our last play of the quarter. And they send a man in motion. A second down throw for Mahomes. He gets this one to Smith-Schuster. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Stopped by Deion Henley. That's the end of the third on Sunday night. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Throwing again, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like we're right around the 8. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Completed to Hurst. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. But you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Going for the first with Dobbins. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They strike for 23 yards. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
1st and 10, Herbert. This finds Chark complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 46. Gets this to McConkey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. This is Dobbins. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. that sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball. You go right over their head.
And this is down across the 30 before it stopped. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Takes off right out of the read option. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. He's on the move. He's running for it. That one gains 7. And it brings up an LA first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Running it again with Dobbins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. They run the counter with Dobbins. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. No gain on the run, so they're left with 4th and 7.
You know, Kate, sometimes football and poker have a lot in common. You don't want to tell at the poker table, and you don't want one at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes just it's alignment. It's the way these linemen breathe. It's the blood in their knuckles that defenders read and react to. I think that time a tell was in play because the defense was all over that counter before it could get started.
Desperation time here on 4th. That's cut beyond the marker. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the pistol, it's Herbert. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 4th quarter lead. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers push their lead to 3. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. the home teams, and this running back headed back out for a new series. And what we saw in the first half wasn't an anomaly, partner. They kept throwing it to him as we worked throughout the rest of this game, and the results have been just as good. They've got first down from the 31. Lone back gets the handoff. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw Mahomes. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Has it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Another throw for Mahomes. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 4th quarter lead. Travis Kelce the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to beat it.
This play going under review by the officials.
The previous play is under review.
We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
They took a look just to be safe. You always appreciate that, but the call on the field stands. Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs take a 4-point lead. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He finds McConkey. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Carry here for Dobbins. And he'll take this up to around the 30-yard line. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Herbert now. He puts some power on a deep one left. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age in passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Punting unit out now. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he calls for the fair catch and is there to collect it. No return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Completes this one to Gray. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and just 2 to go. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Well, partner, maybe not the record that most people think of when it comes to quarterbacks, but it's certainly an impressive accolade for him. The most completions in a single game.
Yeah, it feels like this was communicated beforehand, right in the play. And listen, we're running everything through you. You're carrying us. And to his credit, this quarterback brought his A game, some of the best throws of his career.
Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. He's back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. And someone has officially flown higher than the Dutchman, Brock. That completion pushes him past Norm Van Brocklin for the most passing yards in a game in NFL history. The mark of 554 yards had stood resolute since back in 1951, and 7 decades later, someone has finally topped it. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs up by 4. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. They're looking to throw. That finds Hunt, complete. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Second down. Probably going to see him kneel it again here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
They can let the clock run out here, but let's see if they resist the temptation to add on 3 more instead. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.